take away the false political narrative that blames crime in America on so-called, quote, blue cities, while conveniently ignoring some facts. Because the truth is that Republican-led states have had murder rates 50% higher than Democratic-led states for decades. Look at the stats in Mississippi. Look at the stats in Alabama. Look at the stats in Louisiana. Yet we don't hear President Trump calling for the deployment of National Guard troops or the Marines or any federal agents into Jackson or Baton Rouge. Instead, the Trump administration has chosen to target cities like Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., and Portland, and they're threatening others, not because these cities were uniquely unsafe, but because their residents had the audacity to vote for a candidate for president other than Donald Trump.
You know, it's clear from this hearing, the Democrat talking points have come out. Both Senator Padilla and Senator Booker spent a great deal of time talking about, quote, red states. There's a reason they were talking about red states, because unfortunately, most red states have blue cities. And that's where the crime is. If you want to look at in 2023, the large cities with the most homicides per 100,000 people. Number one was New Orleans, Louisiana. Number two was Memphis, Tennessee. Number three was St. Louis City. Number four was Baltimore City. Number five was Washington, D.C. Democrat crime policies kill people. Soros DAs who let murderers out of jail kill people. When you don't prosecute violent criminals, innocent victims die. Right here in Washington, D.C., in 2012, murders in D.C. totaled fewer than 100. By 2023, murders had nearly tripled, 274 lives taken in a single year. These are the real-world consequences of Democrat crime policies that let murderers go. It is very simple cause and effect. If you release murderers onto the street, they will kill people, and they do it all across the country. And we need to understand these are not just numbers. Here are some of the faces behind those numbers. Edward Korestein, 19, brutally assaulted during a carjacking attempt in D.C. Eric Tarpinian Jackim, 21, a young congressional intern gunned down in the capital city. Honesty Cheadle, 3 years old, just a toddler, killed by stray gunfire. Sarah Lynn Milgram, 26, and Yaron Lachinsky, 30, Israeli embassy staffers newly in love on the verge of engagement, brutally murdered. Mike Gill, 56, a husband, father of 3. Former Trump administration official shot in cold blood during a D.C. carjacking rampage. These aren't just names. These are sons and daughters, husbands and wives, parents and grandchildren. And tragically, this pattern keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? And for the life of me, I do not understand why Democrats are not celebrating the reduction in crime. Go back to the reduction in crime in D.C. that we've seen with the guard on the ground. You should be cheering a 57% decrease in crime, robbery, a 58% decrease in homicide. There are people in D.C. alive because the guard is there, and not a single Democrat is saying that's good. Not a single Democrat is saying we're glad those people are alive. Instead, they're saying take them off the street and let the murderers run free.